Hello from Dubai, dear participants of the International Youth Conference. It's a pleasure to be a partner of this event. I'm Miroslav Polzer from IAAi glOCha, and we are a UN accredited civil society organizations through the Department for Global Communication, ECOSOC, UNFCCC process. And I'm here in Dubai with some friends, experts in digital innovation for the common good. And we will talk to you a little bit about what we can do to help young people to take action for the local and for the global common good with a focus on climate and SDGs. And I will briefly present or ask my co-panelists to say a few words. Marimo, would you be so kind to introduce yourself and to unmute yourself also?
Hello, my name is Mari. Marimo is my nickname. Marimosphere is my artist name. And I'm a visual artist based in Japan. And actually, I'm working on NFTs and crypto community in Japan. And came here to Dubai to join this conference from 28th to 31. But today, he invited me to conversation, so I got this opportunity. So thank you.
Yeah, a little bit of if you switch mute now.
Okay.
So a little bit of background information. Marimo, Alexei, myself, Irina, who is supposed to join us in a few minutes. We are all here in Dubai because there's the United Nations Regional Climate Week for the Middle East and North Africa going to take place next week. And I'm going to share with you also now in the chat window information, the link where you can then get more information. So happy to hear that Ademu is following from Nigeria. Hi, Ademu. And so we have here the United Nations, the global family coming together in Dubai to discuss how the region can contribute to global climate action efforts. And the region here is particularly important because next year the UN Climate Conference will be presided over by the United Arab Emirates. And this year it's being presided over by Egypt. And we want to be partners of these presidencies on digital innovation, but also on new thinking about how we can empower and engage youth for climate action. And happy to give now the floor to Alexei from Evercity to say also a few words as a brief introduction, and then know who you are, where you are. What's your focus?
Hi, Miroslav. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me well?
Yes, very good.
Okay, that's very nice. Hi, all the participants of this event. Pleasure to be here. My name is Alexei. I originally come from the sustainability space. I've been running a carbon fund that develops climate projects for quite some years. And 5 years ago, I came across blockchain as a technology that can enable climate change mitigation and adaptation. And we did some exciting projects with partners, including the world's first carbon credit transaction on the blockchain that was Ethereum blockchain. And it was 2017, so we showed how the technology can work. And since then, a lot has been done. And by the way, this transaction was made in March, so it's roughly 5 years since this milestone that was achieved. And now a lot is happening. Blockchain is developing, lots of stuff going on. So it's a very exciting space. And now everybody understands that blockchain can really help us solve global challenges. And I'm happy today to share with you some insights from this historical experience and also some new stuff that is around today.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Alexei. So now our plan is that I give an introductory presentation about IAAi glOCha, how we think that systemic change is possible with digital innovation and with new thinking. And we will present then the Digital Art for Climate initiative as one concrete initiative, how we provide an engagement channel for young people to these global climate efforts. And the second initiative, the Mohammed bin Rashid Global Prosperity Initiative, where we have now built a coalition with local players here in the UAE to support youth climate startups, and this is also in the run up to the COP28 climate conference here next year. We want to have concrete empowerment and concrete support for ideas and solutions that young people can provide, including acceleration and financial means support. So with this, I'm now going to the presentation. I'm heading now to the stream. So let's have it full screen. So we are building the glOCha, Global Challenges Action Empowerment System. And this is some kind of next generation of the United Nations system. It is built on the three pillars: culture, technology, and institutional innovation. And today's focus on digital innovation is obviously then connected with the digital innovation part, where we see particular great potentials for blockchain. So the challenge is everyone, everywhere empowered to participate in meaningful and rewarding climate action. We see the temperature extremes, the temperature rising, weather extremes rising, concentrations rising, and it's sometimes as if there would be no response mechanism of global community. It's really surprising how weak the response of humanity to this climate crisis is, which is a determining development. There was never such a joint threat to human life on Earth like the climate crisis, and still it's very little action. And so we need to think how we can change this, how can we bring people together who are ready to take action, how can we pool resources, how can we create new arrangements of give and get for those who are involved here, and really to identify who is doing what, capturing the value, documenting it, registering, certifying it, and then rewarding it. And for this, we have said that we can reimagine societal interaction, societal contract with new technology. And we said we are setting up a United Citizens Organization for Action for Climate Empowerment with a DAO structure, blockchain-based decentralized organization at its core, and that we want to set it up in Austria, Switzerland, or UAE. We will see where will be the most enabling legal environment for the off-chain governance, and then the majority of interactions will be on-chain. And it was announced there on the 9th of September, and I'm going to share also a nice link about an announcement of the initiative on Cointelegraph, and it's really very well received. And I see now here also that Kyla is watching from the Philippines. Hi, Kyla. Happy to have you with us. And another one from the Philippines, Bamboo also, and Seraphine from Kenya. Hi, everyone. Good to have you with us. Yeah, so this is one thing, how we need really institutional innovation. We need public sector innovation, really how we reorganize and how we build communities around provision of common good on the local and global level. And this is our institutional innovation. And the technological part and where we connect them with the individual citizen and young people is our glOCha app, where we're saying for the global community to function based on digital innovation, we need to connect everyone. There are so many people, billions of people without access to the internet, proper broadband access, and we need to help them on the one hand to get access to the internet, but then also giving them the tools. A Global Challenges Action app needs to be on everyone's mobile device, and these efforts for the common good, they need to be really measurable and verifiable and certifiable, and then out of this we can create badges. And the vision is also that climate neutrality, individual climate action, legacy building can be a digital badges collection game, and that this would be also some kind of good life app where people would build their legacy, some kind of grandchildren app, when grandchildren will ask you at a certain point, what have you done in light of the climate crisis? You will be able to show this app, these badges, these NFTs, or however it will be at that time, the technology, and then say, I've tried to lead a good life according to the ethical standards of our time, about resource sharing standards at that time. And this is a key thing which is still in development. I don't want to oversell ourselves. It's more a vision, but we have a concrete first step in which we have implemented the technology, this digital badges technology, and it's the Digital Art for Climate initiative, where we have made a call to creative community to send us artwork which will inspire more bold and more ambitious climate action in the context of the preparations for the last year's UN Climate Conference COP26. We have received 208 submissions and from 57 countries. We've made a collection, a curated collection, some public voting, and we have now this collection, and the winners, we've received attention from CNN, the Philippines. They've interviewed our winner. CNBC Asia has had the second prize winner from Iran on its show, and we're working with Wall Street Journal. Plus on their iconic Mints gallery. We've been included there. In April, we will be in Seattle NFT Museum exhibiting our collection. And the idea is we turn this artwork into NFTs, digital collectibles, and we sell them. And from the revenues, we pay the artist. For this particular case, we have said we plan to give artists 15%. 35% goes for youth climate action fund, and 50% for the United Citizens Organization, so that we have some resources to build the necessary technological and intellectual and institutional infrastructure. We've been inspired for this by the Carbon Drop initiative from our colleagues from Open Earth Foundation, who work on climate action, accounting, and transparency. And they have sold 7 artworks in March last year for $6.6 million. And so we thought, okay, wow, that's amazing. But at the same time, one information there also, they've used Ethereum. And this is an important point, that blockchain technology, first and second generation technology, they have a very bad environmental footprint. And Ethereum is the biggest market for digital art, 90%. And so, but it's using up the energy, I think about 12 or 15 terawatt hours per year. And that's unacceptable. And our initiative works with a unique network NFT platform based on the Kusama and Polkadot blockchain ecosystems, which use 10,000 or perhaps even 100,000 times less energy per transaction. So when we use and promote this kind of technology, we always say, please use the most environmentally sound technology. Otherwise, it's not coherent working for the environment, but destroying the environment, the climate with the wrong technology, with polluting technology. And then another initiative is voluntary carbon footprint compensation crypto stamps, where people buy these NFTs to compensate their carbon footprint, and then they can track the flow of the funding. They can pick projects or communities which shall receive 80% of that funding, and the outcomes of these investments or these projects, they can then be directly attributed to those who have provided the enabling resources. And here we've been inspired by the Austrian Post Authorities crypto stamp. And this, we are convinced, is a high potential source of income also for youth climate action empowerment. And so briefly, I would like to share with you a video about our digital art for climate, and then I will invite Marimo to say also her perspective on how young people think about these global goals, about the role of art and how technology can build the bridge between the young or middle-aged artist or whatever, and this global community on these global goals. And later I will present another initiative that we are working on and ask also Alexei to comment on that. And now coming to this video.
Are from exquisite workers, and I'm absolutely delighted to be invited to speak at COP26. In a challenging year for so many, we are excited to introduce you the results of the art competition for climate change led by the Digital Art for Climate. We hope the stories of the artists from all over the world can inspire us to forge new and deeper connections with ourselves and others and the planet Earth. 208 applications are received from 58 countries to inspire climate change. All sorts of media represented: digital and animated artworks, digitized watercolor, oil, acrylic works, mural paintings, collage art, generative art, films and dance, installations and voice, jewelry, fabrics, even magic tricks. 30 finalists which make COP26 collection come from Morocco, Iran, Serbia, US, Mexico, Switzerland, Russia, Philippines, Australia, UK, Spain, China, India, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, Guatemala, Canada, Kenya, Chile, France, Slovenia, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine. The youngest artist finalist is only 10 years old. Submissions introduce deep awareness and understanding of the climate urgency, personal, original, and creative responses to climate change, displayed a high level of technical art skills, and showcase interesting approaches and emerging new talent. Really difficult to select the winner. We are blessed with having the opportunity to impact our world with the transformational power of art and eco-friendly blockchain technology together. The NFTs reflect a historical moment and a shift in the modus operandi of the art world. The NFTs make us think in the scale of millennia. With the digital art for climate, we hope to create something greater together that the world will remember. And this starts right now and depends on us. Cast your winner at www.digitalartforclimate.
Yeah. So this is our flagship initiative. We are happy and proud that this was possible. Thank you very much, Anna Dart, our creative director, who you've seen as an avatar here, and also especially Unique Network, NFT platform. They have helped us. They have already issued a first Global Angel event NFT, which we have then distributed in the context of our youth event in Milan on the 29th of September last year, when the Italian co-presidency had its youth event in Milan. And for these 500 NFTs, we set up a Google form where people could asked to receive it, and we've received more than 7,000 responses and requests for this. So it shows that there's a big interest. We can reach people with this. And now giving to Marimo to say a few words about her thoughts about this initiative and the situation for the youth and for artists in Japan, and perhaps also music for climate.
Okay, thank you, Miho. And yeah, I'm from Japan, and I know a lot of artists active on NFTs. And in Japanese situation, there's a lot of unique and talented artists, and I think a lot of artists happily work on this climate and SDGs and theme. But in Japan, there's no such platform or service yet. So I want to bring back this concept to Japan and connect all the artists and join to the digital art for climate and this action. And yes,
would you do it?
Actually, I have been working for. It's okay. I've been working for Japanese sustainability action like Earth Day Japan, and I was helping him, helping them, and also I have a plan with work for and Mother Earth platform for metaverse. So I want to like connect all the networks and work together to make the world better and for the action for the climate. And it's really excited to meet people and have a networking. And yes, I think I want to connect Japanese artist community to this action as well. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah. So there are really huge potentials here. And this year we are going to have the launch of the second round of Digital Art for Climate. And there we will also have a special award for music for climate, because with NFTs, one can create digital assets, NFTs, from any digital asset, photo, video, text file, whatever. So we will have also this focus on music, because Marimo is also with Mek Okubo from Music for Climate initiative, very passionate and very convinced that music can change the world, can help build the global community, can motivate people, trigger the emotions that people need to take action, really. And it's also a language that everybody understands. We have so many languages, we feel so separated, but if we hear a beautiful song, we feel united, we feel connected. And so music and the general art is transformative. It opens our possibility to think about potential futures, about desirable futures. And so that's very great. And I have also shared in the chat window, in the comment section of your stream, that the information about side event that we are organizing on the 28th of April in the context of the UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, which is taking place in New York. And there we are planning to discuss with indigenous youth and indigenous artists how this technology, this platform, this marketplace, NFT marketplace that Unique Network is setting up for us can be then also of benefiting indigenous artists that are working on SDGs and climate goals. So this is the part about digital art for climate. And now I will briefly talk to you about the Mohammed bin Rashid Global Prosperity Challenge on data and digital innovation that we are preparing these days with Global Manufacturing and Industrialization Summit, which is an initiative under the Ministry for Advanced Technologies of the UAE, United Arab Emirates. And the minister there is also the UAE Special Envoy for Climate for the COP28 presidency. And the other carrying or umbrella organization is UNIDO, and they are organizing challenges to capture and harness the ideas and for solutions. And let's watch now the video from that initiative as we are starting to collaborate with them these days. And
Change three people's lives.
Could not join us because of family obligations.
What if you could change 3 people's lives? Would you do it? Well, what if you could change 9 people's lives? How about 27? So what if I told you you can change the world? The world today is facing real challenges that need real solutions. These challenges require inspiration, ingenuity, and innovation. And in order to make the world a better place, we need startups, innovators, organizations, governments, and NGOs to come together so that we can make it forward and tap into the power of innovation for the good of the world. And that means localized solutions for global problems. By making it forward, innovation can go into the hands of those who need it most. Because solving one problem can unlock opportunities to tackle bigger challenges. This is the power of innovation, which shouldn't be defined by your location, your social, or economic standing. When you help one community, you can help the world. Global prosperity begins with innovation. So let's make prosperity by making it forward.
Yeah, so these are our partners from GMIS, Mohammed bin Rashid Global Prosperity Initiative. And in about 2-3 months, you will see among the logos also our logo, and partially also there are connections with Evercity. And this approach is really that we need entrepreneurial solutions, income generating solutions, livelihood providing solutions. And these entrepreneurs, these social enterprises, they need financial resources. And here, Alexei, with his platform and solutions and knowledge, can be a key enabler. So, Alexei, please tell us a little bit what you are doing, how it connects with Youth Climate Action Empowerment and with the Mohammed bin Rashid Global Prosperity Initiative.
Thanks, Miroslav. So what we are doing is we are creating an ecosystem for investors and SMEs in developing countries so that they can find each other and benefit from cooperation in terms of sustainable financing. And it's a technological platform that can match investors and projects, helping them to structure, issue, monitor, and report on the sustainable finance instruments, making them really accessible to everyone, making them more simple to understand, cost-effective, and also more transparent, so that there is no greenwashing and there is joint trust among investors and projects. So this is the aim of our platform that we are building. But in addition to the platform, we also have the other part, which is based on the blockchain. And this is an open source blockchain protocol, a solution to structure, issue sustainable finance instruments like green bonds, like carbon credits, also new types of innovative instruments. And our approach is to make it open source, so it can be a common good, and that anyone can literally use it for their own purposes and benefit from our knowledge of sustainable finance markets, our partnerships, our network, and build their own solutions based on this experience, based on this protocol. So apart from doing our own social venture, which is Every City platform, and you're welcome to visit our website, write us if you want to be listed on the platform and connect with investors. But also we have this open source part where you can also write us and use this solution to build your own applications on the blockchain. And our ultimate goal is to not only attract sustainable investors to invest in SMEs in developing countries, but also attract crypto investors so that they could invest in green projects around the globe, but in really reliable, transparent green projects, which are verified against international standards. And our aim is to simplify this journey, make it really simple, understandable, and cost-effective to everyone, because one of the problems of the green finance, although it's growing in its issuance volume globally, but the problem is still that not everyone can understand it, not everyone can use it. Automation, digital technologies, blockchain can really help there. So this is what we are doing right now, and we hope to collaborate with you and help you create new applications, new solutions, or fund your projects and your ideas.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Alexei, for the great work that you're doing. Perhaps also an information for you, those who are interested in blockchain. It's the Climate Chain Coalition. It's the leading global network of now about 300 organizations that are looking how to harness the potentials of emerging technology, and especially blockchain technology, for better, more effective climate action and more climate finance. And in this initiative, Alexei and myself were founding members. The co-chairs are Massamba Tioé from the UN Climate Change Secretariat and Tom Baumann from Climate Check from Canada. I'm the strategic director of this organization, and Alexei, the team leader for digital finance. So look it up, Climate Chain Coalition. There you will find great resources. And with this Mohammed bin Rashid initiative here of GMIS, we are planning to now launch an initiative for entrepreneurship support, climate entrepreneurship support, with the title Data and Digital Innovation for Climate Entrepreneurship. And there will be a prize, financial and non-financial awards, an acceleration program, and we will try to connect it also with concrete financing support through Alexei's platform, and sharing now also the homepage of the UN Science, Technology and Innovation Forum. But it seems I cannot do it. So I'm sharing just the link here in the chat window, because there we have a side event already approved on the 4th of May, where we will present the initiative and also speak with the audience about how to design the initiative in a way that it will really resonate, that it really meets the potentials, the way of thinking of young people, young climate entrepreneurs. Yeah, so this are some of the information about our work. And if there are any questions, please post them in the comments section. And This is now, as we are in Dubai, and here it's now already almost 5 p.m. And in the regular schedule of IYC, our session is scheduled at 10 p.m. local time here in Dubai. We said we are going to host it early and then broadcast the recording of this session. But I will be also available for questions after the broadcasting of the recording, so almost 11 o'clock in the night, but I will be there, perhaps also Marimo or Alexei there, so that we will answer your questions, and perhaps also Irina, who unfortunately could not make it and came only to this session. It's a little bit difficult these days to coordinate between the time zones and everything, but congratulations to IYC team for having put together this very important conference. We at IAAi, we believe that United Nations is the only system and institution that has the global mandate. All nations are trusting into this, the United Nations, that it delivers, and the UN system will not deliver alone. It needs our complementary institutional innovations and technological innovations, but especially it needs the hard power and the creativity and the passion of young people. And therefore, it's good that IYC is happening, building capacity, that people understand the UN system and where they can contribute. And we will be happy to continue to be partners of IYC, UNDGC, UN Habitat. And with this, I conclude the first part of this session, and seeing you later in the discussion.